If you're looking forward to a Cunard cruise on board Queen Victoria, or even reminiscing, then our included food review is for you. Hi, it's Linz from Sweet Natured. As always, I'm joined by Marky.
Hello.
Hello, who put the video together. So yes, all the inclusive dining on board Queen Victoria. Let's see what we can see.
Well, as you said, Linz, today we're looking at all of the dining that's included within your fare when you go on Cunard's Queen Victoria.
Yes.
And we're going to start off having a quick look at the Lido Restaurant.
You say Lido, I say Lido.
Lido, slash buffet.
Yes.
So it is a traditional buffet.
Yes.
So it's not like on some of the sort of newer cruise ships where they've changed them into more of a service one.
Yes, I know
This
what you
is
mean.
still very much, you're going up to a counter
With your plate.
with your plate, helping yourself.
Yes.
There are a couple of stations where they will put it onto your plate,
Yes.
but you're still going off and doing that.
Okay.
Do you prefer this style or do you prefer the newer style?
I've got to be honest, I like a bit of both,
Okay.
depending on what I'm getting.
Depending what takes you fancy that day.
Yeah, basically. Because sometimes I want more of one thing than I do of the other.
Okay. Back to the buffet.
Oh my goodness.
It's also where you can get drinks anytime that are included in your fare. So sort of the teas and the coffees, not the speciality ones.
No, but they're quite good tea bags, I've got
Well,
to say.
I was just about to say, you've got Twining's tea, and there's a huge selection of it. So it's not that you have to go to sort of the chart room and pay for a more expensive
I will
one.
say, because if I'm not having a Yorkshire Gold tea bag, then I'm quite happy with the Twinings every day.
Are they okay for you?
They're a good substitute.
Okay. And in terms of the sort of variety of the buffet,
Yes.
what did you feel on this compared to other Cunard ones?
Oh, that's a good question, because I like that with the sushi.
Yeah, the sushi were great, and the fresh tuna on there that you got on the day we got on were fantastic.
Yeah, really fresh. Yeah, I like that.
Did you feel like I did, that the variety was a little bit limited? They didn't change massively?
Didn't know it was kind of core things, like classic things.
It was. They had a lunch and, in particular, a dinner menu each day where things changed within there. They had an Oriental night. They had sort of that type of things.
Yeah.
But it was...
What was interesting, sorry, I was
That's
going
all
to say the pancakes, they did Belgian pancakes when we went to Belgium.
Not waffles.
No, I think, was it waffles?
Well, Belgian waffles had met more sense than those famous
Either way,
Belgian
there was
pancakes.
something quite Belgian, and they weren't very good.
Oh, yeah, they were Belgian waffles. Because you were very disappointed by that.
Yeah.
And then we got some when we went into Bruges and they were equally rubbish. So all in all, a failure for Belgian
we
waffles.
didn't
that
do
day.
well on the waffle.
No. But it's a place where you can go most of the time. It's not open 24/7,
Yes.
but we've given it 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Before we move on to the next venue, would you just like to invite people to subscribe?
I would love... sorry, I'm tripping over my teeth there. I would love to invite you to subscribe. Thank you, as always, if you already have done.
And of course, you can follow along on all of the major social media, including Blue Sky now, at
Ooh.
Sweet Natured.
Okay.
And we also want to say a big thank you to our channel members for continuing
Yes.
to support the channel.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
On to the next restaurant.
Oh, where we're going now? Oh, the Golden Lion.
We are. Now, the Golden Lion is only open at lunchtime.
Yes.
It's set in the traditional pub, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And our advice, if you go in for lunch in here, is get here about 10 to 15 minutes before, especially if it's a sea day.
Yes.
We went in here on one of the port days, so it was a little bit quieter when we first went in, but was full
It was-
very quickly.
Yes, it was.
But if you want to have a meal in here, you probably do need to get into about 11:45, and they don't start taking orders until
12 o'clock.
12
Till
o'clock.
the bells rang, really.
Once the
isn't it?
bells rang, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
What did you think about our experience in here this time?
I was very disappointed.
Me too. Whilst it might not look bad on there, the batter was soggy, the fish was wet inside, the peas were cold.
It was not a good fish. It was not
No,
good fish
they
and
forgot
chips.
your chips,
Yeah.
so I had to share you
The
mine.
duck, that
The
pancakes.
duck bit was actually the best bit,
Yeah.
but we've only given it a 5 out of 10.
I had to steal some of your chips.
You did, otherwise you would have had no chips.
I love a pie. I love a meaty pie.
And it were a meaty pie,
Yeah.
but not the best that we've had there. And hopefully that was a one-off experience in Golden Lion, because we have had some good food in other Cunard ships, but
I love a pie.
not great this time. Britannia Restaurant.
Oh, yes.
So this is the main dining room if you're in Britannia class, which is most of the ship.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're in Princess Grill or Queen's Grill, then you have your own dedicated one.
Yes.
I'm not showing that on this one because we didn't eat in there.
No.
But I did think I would quickly just show at the end of this bit in a second the Britannia Club class.
Okay.
Mainly because it's 95% the same menu.
Right.
The service is generally better because there's more staff to people.
They have a lot of table for twos as well, don't
Yeah,
they?
it's a little bit more spacious, but I didn't feel it was cramped in the main dining room.
No.
And we felt the service was a lot better this time than we've had, maybe on other occasions within there.
Yeah.
But as I said, the menu's pretty much the same.
Yes.
Just with some extra twists. You can go in here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Now I put a little asterisk at the start of this because if it's a port day,
You're not lunching.
no, there's no lunch on.
No.
But breakfast and dinner every day.
Yeah.
Whether you see or not.
Cheers.
I know. I cheers the mic with my own glass whilst attempting to drink them. What was your thoughts on Britannia this time?
Well, to be honest, we had a reservation, but we were going with Tristan and Justin and Josh, who weren't. We had to then get
A bigger table.
a bigger table, and we had a buzzer, and we got sat down, and then the buzzer buzzed.
Yeah, we
So
were
we
only
were
waiting
straight
maybe
through-
5 minutes, weren't we?
We weren't waiting long at all.
Because we thought we'd go get a drink and we didn't even get time to do that.
No, we didn't. Now we had it was gala dinner night.
Which is why you dressed up a little bit more than normal.
I tried. I
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I started small, as you can see.
Yeah. With a lovely watermelon tomato salad without that tomato.
I mean,
What would it be if a part of your food didn't go flying somewhere?
well,
But all in all,
your satay was nice.
the satay were delicious. It were a really good meal. And the gala night generally is considered a better meal. I'm not
Yes.
always sure it is.
No.
Because you tend to get more people going in there on a gala night
Yeah.
than you do on maybe other nights.
Yeah, there were no lobster or anything like that.
No, there wasn't. I don't even think it were available as an extra that day. I
can't
just showed
remember
the menu. I don't remember it
Can't
being on
remember.
there. But all in all, it were sort of really tasty meal.
Your beef Wellington looked lovely.
Yeah.
Did I have a taste of that?
You did, yeah. Really great service, especially when it's on a busier night like the gala night,
Yes.
where things can slow down a lot. And generally, just very good.
Yeah,
Which-
it was all right.
We don't always say that for every main dining.
No, but
But-
gala night was.
Gala night in there in particular were good. Because this was only a 4-night cruise that we were on, we didn't get to go in there as often as we would have
Yeah.
done. But for the times that we did, very good.
Yeah.
So other venues where you
Oh,
can
okay.
get some food.
Okay.
The chart room is really somewhere where you can go get sort of a cake or a muffin in the morning if you want something a little bit lighter. At lunchtime, you can go get a sandwich or a little bit something a bit fancier.
More cake. Love cake.
But you like this venue, don't you?
I do, but I'm gonna say, you see, that's the gin and tonic cake there. That
The
kind
drizzle
of,
cake.
The drizzle cake. That sort of. How would you describe that shape?
Well, you're going to see it.
That shape. How would you describe that?
It was good, but it was nowhere near as good as on QM2, was it?
It wasn't. No, there wasn't the icing, and there wasn't much drizzle, and it was quite dry. It wasn't as. I'm going to use the word moist.
But you still liked it. You still
I did
ate
like
all.
it, but I was thinking about the QM2 one.
Now, room service is another option because it's included as part of your
Love
fare.
an included room service.
I do, because there's very few cruise lines that do
there
it.
is now. Yeah,
We just had breakfast in there one morning.
we always mess up. We
We
either
ordered too much.
don't order enough.
And on this particular time, we thought we'd put a lot down the night before. And as it turned out, we got 3 small pastries and a couple of pieces of cold
Also,
toast.
yeah, maybe complete the. If you're going to have breakfast in bed, here's the top tip: complete the menu when you're sober.
Yeah. I thought I'd just touch on where I noticed some cutbacks on this cruise. Though.
Oh yes,
So one of the other places you can get some nibbles is before dinner in places like the Chart Room or the Commodore Club.
yeah, because I noticed my hair's longer there.
Yeah. When we were on our previous 2 Cunard cruises in
Yeah.
22 and 23, there were warm nibbles
Yeah.
that were served to you,
And
and
they
a
weren't-
variety of them.
And they weren't just crisps.
No, absolutely. On this particular one, the warm stuff had gone completely. We never saw it. We also never heard of anyone else who had it.
No.
Because we did talk about it.
And you say warm, we mean like fancy canapes. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, if it is a cutback thing, I would like Cunard to put that back because it's a lovely little sort of
Treat,
pre-dinner. Because we
yes.
normally go up there like a couple of hours before dinner.
Those blue cheese little nibbles. Oh, my goodness.
They were so good, weren't they? Oh. And then you've got ones that open occasionally, like the Lido Pool Grill, which opens 12 till 5, as it said there. This never opened on our particular cruise.
We were on a cold cruise.
It was December, and it does say weather permitting.
Yeah.
So you're not always going to
But
get...
we had really lovely weather, if it's truth be told.
We did. But overall for the cruise, we've given
Yeah.
the inclusive food a 7 out of 10.
You know what? I totally agree, darling. Well,
And-
thank you.
Thank you. That brings us to the end of the video.
Well, cheers. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.